First things first, rest in peace.
Stephen Hawking.
For real.
Yo dude, this is Blake from Green Knuckles Lacrosse. On this week's Fogo Friday, we are reviewing Evoshield wrist guards. So if those don't know, Evoshield is a company that makes protective gear primarily for baseball and football. But over the years, Evoshield is starting to be used by more and more lacrosse athletes, especially face-off guys. So in this video, I will be going over the pros and cons of the Evoshield wrist guard to see if it's worth the purchase and to see if they actually help when you face off. So I did buy my Evoshield wrist guards at Dick's Sporting Goods in the cheerleading section, baseball section. When you open up the package, you will have the sleeve, and inside the sleeve, if I reverse it out, there is a little pouch in here, and you'll also receive a second package within the box that has this plastic little shield that actually goes in that pouch in the sleeve. So the first thing you do when you get your Evoshield wrist guards is you remove the MLB logo. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna remove the shield from its packaging. Now once you remove it from the packaging, it is gonna harden up. So what you're gonna wanna do, you don't have to rush this process, but you're gonna take your little shield, you're gonna slide it in the pouch inside the sleeve, and once it's in there, you're gonna put your hand through the sleeve, and you're gonna put it on. Okay, now once it's on here, you're gonna start squeezing a little bit, just so it gets some sort of mold going on that will fit your wrist. And once this shield hardens up, it's done. That's all you have to do. So the way I like to wear mine is I'll take both hands and I'll bend them back. Obviously I'll do it on this wrist too, but I just have one for now. I'll bend it all the way back, and then that's how I'll position it. I don't want it too low so where it's blocking my range of motion. So I'll pull it up so where I can still get all the way back my hand, and that padding pretty much is at the back of my hand. So this is what it looks like with a glove on. Notice it doesn't stick that far off the actual cuff of the glove. When I originally bought these Evoshield wrist guards, I thought they were going to be the best for when people would shoot the jam and just completely freaking miss and go up your wrist and just land on it. I hate that pain. It's the worst freaking pain in the world. And although people will start getting called for that for a hold, I don't think it's worth it at all. It freaking sucks. So I bought these just to prevent that from happening, and I mean, they're pretty solid. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything there. Yeah, that's pretty good. But now playing at a higher level where checks are a lot harder, they're coming in a lot faster, I did realize that these Evoshields work best beyond the face-off. These are definitely the best for one-handed GBs. I don't recommend them, but if you go down for a one-handed GB and your hand's just hanging there and someone comes from behind and starts throwing these freaking gnarly checks on your hands, it's gonna hurt. But these definitely just prevent any sort of injury from happening to your wrist. So that being said, the pros of wearing the Evoshield wrist guards is for when you're going to scoop up ground balls, or when you're just playing out in the open and you get checked on the hands. A lot of times those checks don't land perfectly on the hands. They end up getting you right in the wrist, especially on your wrist bone, which hurts. With this covering that, it definitely prevents injury from happening. They're pretty much not relevant to the actual face-off itself, unless the other guy completely sucks and keeps missing his jams and landing on your wrist. And the only cons with these things is you kind of have to keep adjusting them. They do tend to slide down a lot, and I can definitely see that someone that doesn't like stuff on their wrist is gonna absolutely hate these because they're noticeable. They get sweaty. I mean, they get wet. They're not really porous. I don't like having stuff on my wrist. You saw in the last gear bag video, I cut the cuffs off my gloves. I just don't like having stuff on my wrist. I like having full free range of motion. I mean, these aren't gonna drive me nuts, but I can definitely see why somebody wouldn't wear them if they don't like stuff on their wrist. But if you find yourself receiving gnarly checks on the wrist and it's just driving you nuts and it hurts, definitely pick up a pair of Evoshield wrist guards. It'll definitely prevent injury from happening to your wrist. These are definitely worth the purchase as a face-off guy. It's just, you never know when you're gonna get slashed on the wrist really bad. You need to have it protected for the next game or next practice. But if you somehow never get checked in the wrist, or you do and it just doesn't bother you, then there's no point in getting these. Either way, they're super cool. I like them, and they're definitely GKL approved. And that is it for this week's Fogo Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any more questions on the Evoshield wrist guards, any questions in general, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below. Be sure to like and share this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Check us out on Instagram at Green Knuckles Lacrosse. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week. Till then, kids, get 'em dirty.